Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Next week is going to be an exciting one because the huge Home and Garden Show is coming to town. This 4-day extravaganza is for the whole family and it's filled with over 650 vendors for your home, like windows, doors, and more, a large gardening gallery, food, and so much entertainment. Their charitable partner is Community Harvest Food Bank, so we want to encourage you to bring in a canned good for $2 off admission. The Home and Garden Show's president and owner, Becky Williamson, joins me in studio with a special guest. Then it's time for a new real estate rundown with Alison Rhinehart, and she will share the newest real estate trends and hottest homes in Fort Wayne. And later, we get a look at some top products for your pets from our Best Reviews team. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Home and Garden Show. The 51st annual Fort Wayne Home and Garden Show is happening February 29th through March 3rd at the Memorial Coliseum. It's the largest in our state with over 650 exhibitors and show features. And here to tell us all about it is Becky Williamson, the president and owner of the Home and Garden Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
And boom, we have another guest if you cannot see. It is Norm the Gnome.
It is, yes. Fort Wayne voted last year. We named him and they voted in Norm. So here he is.
Mascot of the year. Look at this get up. I love it so much. He's doing a little dance for us. Yes, a little morning wake up. So the Home and Garden Show is happening. 51st annual is so exciting.
Yes.
So give us an overview of what the Home and Garden Show is.
Well, we bring in tons of local, small businesses, large businesses, but mostly local businesses into the show where you can shop for anything for your home all in one place. We also bring in features and entertainment as well. We try to make it an event for the whole family.
Right, and what a large event it is. I mean, we were there last year and we were blown away by all the vendors and just how fun it was. You can walk around, shop, get some food, interesting stuff. I had some interesting like hot pickles and like the nut shop and all types of stuff, which is so much fun. But really, it's for your home and garden. So break down some of the vendors that will be there specifically to focus on those two areas.
Sure. Well, we have a hall that's dedicated to gardening and outdoor products. We have Gypsy Soul Nicole. She is doing our feature garden and our ramp this year. Nice. She will bring you all your garden inspiration. She is just lovely. She's so wonderful and she is so creative, and I love watching what she does.
Yes.
As far as our home products go, well, Windows, Doors, and More is our presenting sponsor, which they have been the last 10 years and for the next 10 years.
Yes.
They do a wonderful display. They work really, really hard, bringing something, big and unique to the show. It's almost a feature in itself,
right,
as well. So, along those lines, we have everything for your home there. We have home windows, roofing, outdoor siding, anything like that.
Yes.
And most of our vendors have show specials that you will only find at the show. So, it's a unique event to come and be able to talk to a bunch of different companies at the same time and kind of get your feel face to face. You can, actually get your feel for who you're talking to and who you're going to be spending your money with.
Yeah, and being able to see the quality of their work. I think that's the coolest thing about the displays, because last year I saw like this gutter presentation and they were actually like pushing down the water and showing how the leaves sit on top this gutter guard. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I wouldn't have understood it had I not seen it.
Yeah, you can touch and feel and see, what you're actually getting. And I think that's one of the most unique things about coming to a show like this. Yeah. You can't do that over the internet. And when you go to a place like Lowe's or Home Depot, and not to downplay those things, but you know, they don't have the experts there to tell you how these things work.
And that's true, the experts, because these are the people that run the company, the owners, the partners, they're all there on site.
Absolutely.
And are able to answer the questions and dive in.
Yes.
Which is so great. And then in addition to that, you actually have show features and like some performances and some fun stuff. Last year, Squeaky the squirrel was there. Jumped out of the water, almost got me. It was so great. So what will you have this year?
Well, this year, not to top Twiggy, you know, we've had a lot of people ask about Twiggy, but we are bringing in Extreme Raptors, Birds of Prey. They will be doing shows daily.
Okay.
We are also bringing in mini pig races. We did that last year. That was a lot of fun. And I have Patrick Richardson, the laundry guy. He is on Discovery Plus channel. He will be speaking daily as well.
Okay.
And on our Purdue Expert Gardening stage, as well as a lot of local expert speakers, which you can find on our website. We have the Midwest Garden Gal coming in to speak on cheap tricks gardening.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Some good tips and advice. Another one I saw on your list is the chainsaw carver.
Yes.
That is the coolest thing to see him work live, actually taking wood and transforming it into an object. So cool. And then what is going to be new this year, maybe that you didn't have last year?
Oh gosh, new. Besides everything I just talked about.
Right. You're saving the best for last. I know it.
Well, we do have a lot of new and local companies coming in. Like, we've been sold out of the show since early November.
Wow.
So our vendors are really stepping up their game. So I would say for new, they're just stepping up and bringing you all their new and latest products into the show this year.
Yeah.
You know, along with our features and entertainment, we do have Kids Day on Sunday. We'll be bringing in a stilt walker doing balloon animals, and Norm will be around every day of the show as well. So we do have a scavenger hunt for the kids that's happening all the whole time that we're open in the show. They can get prizes for that. We just have a lot going on. It's really something I want the whole family to enjoy. So
yeah, that's important. I'm glad you said that, the family. So it's for the whole family, and it's multiple days, so people have an opportunity to come out. And what is the best strategy for someone to tackle the home and garden show? Give us the best tips.
Well, first, I would definitely go to our website and check everything out. It's www.home-gardenshow.com. We have a list of all of our schedules, all of our features, when they're happening, what's happening. A list of all of our vendors is on that website as well. So check out what you want to do, what you want to see, plan your times around that.
Yes.
That would be my main suggestion.
Yeah. That's incredible. Such great advice. Of course, Wayne is a media sponsor for the show, so we will be out there covering it, living local. All the Wayne TV personalities will be out there. It's going to be so much fun. So you all have to come out and say hello and check out the Home and Garden Show. Okay, well, Becky, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jessica.
And I wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate
on
it.
this upcoming week. It's going to be so much fun. And Norm, we appreciate you as always. Yes. And if you would like more information about the Fort Wayne Home and Garden Show, we'll have their website listed below. Check it out, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye. This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Home and Garden Show. The spring real estate market is here in Fort Wayne. What should you expect? What are the best homes out there? Well, our real estate expert, Alison Rhinehart, is here to fill us in. Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun to be here.
Yes, well, you always come with the good information. So let us know, what should we be predicting for 2024?
I have predicted a really busy year. I predict an early spring market. We're already seeing that. In fact, the first week of February proved that this is going to happen. 10% more listings that week than that week last year. So we're already seeing it pop. So get ready for March, because that's when this is all going to happen here in Fort Wayne.
Okay, so what makes this such a busy year?
Yeah, buyers were on the fence last year. We saw the interest rates. We talked a lot about that creep up and up and up, and that just kept people from making any moves. It really kept people on the fence. So in December, when those rates started dropping down, it really primed the pump for this year's market.
Okay, so what's some cool trends happening right now? What type of homes are really neat that you are seeing?
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to ask me this. There is some luxury here in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay.
I'm in love with this estate, and you're never going to guess where this is. This is in Grable.
What?
It's beautiful. It's
Really?
13 acres of luxury on a lake. So you have waterfront, built new just 5 years ago. Do you want to take a stab at what it might be listed at?
Oh my goodness, this is not my forte. $1.5 million.
Close, but not
Okay.
really. $2.75 million just outside of Fort Wayne. It's beautiful. I'm also in love with a barn dominium. Have you heard of what a barn dominium is?
Not at all.
Okay, we have one in southwestern Fort Wayne, so it's on the southwest side of town. And what it is, it's this gorgeous updated ranch that's hooked on to a barn or a garage space. So you can put, trailers, you can put toys, boats, cars, whatever you want in it. It's on 2 acres. It includes a brand new pool, and it's about 11,000 total square feet. That is listed, my friend, at $1.75 million.
Wow.
Yes, we have some gorgeous opportunities in Fort Wayne. But if you want to keep it simple, like the rest of us, and
we like
come
the
down to
luxury.
reality,
We
right?
like the luxury.
We like to see the luxury. Yeah, it's really beautiful to see those homes. But if you want to, kind of keep it real, there's also there's this really nice ranch I wanted to show you. Really simple, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, great fenced-in yard, outdoor screen porch for only $369,900.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, that's more realistic.
That's more your style. Gotcha.
More realistic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as people are preparing these beautiful homes to sell, do you have any top secrets for us on how to prep a home for selling?
Yes, I do. So our team, the Regan Ferguson team, has like a prep team that goes in and gets homes ready for market, ready for pictures. Number 1, clear all the clutter. And I'm talking everything off your countertops, off the kitchen countertops, bathroom countertops, your tables in the living room. It will just make everything seem bigger, and all the knickknacks and clutter will just disappear like this. So that's number 1. Number 2, you're gonna laugh at this, but it's fresh white towels. So we put fresh white towels, this is our little secret, in the bathrooms, in the kitchen, and they really do just brighten up a space and make it a little spotlight.
Yeah,
and number
like
3,
a hotel.
a little, they go a long way. So if you haven't bought some new towels lately, trust me, they make a difference. And then number 3 is just get professional pictures. So if you're, presenting your home, you're thinking about selling this year, get those professional pictures done, because the first showing is always now online.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's true. People have to, you have to grab their attention.
That's
out
right.
that attention getter to get them to come in and then make them feel at home.
That's how it works.
And cozy with the towels, right?
That's how it works. When people actually show up physically at the door, it's because they've already been doing their digging and looking at the pictures and the videos and everything online.
Yes.
When they show up at the door, they want to be there.
That's true. And let's expound upon that a little bit, because the video aspect that you just brought up is so important, because now with iPhones and advanced camera phones, people can literally give people a 360 look. Let me give you a tour. Let me take you on every single inch of the property.
Which is especially important for people who don't live in the area that they're shopping for a home for. Fort Wayne is getting a ton of influx from for people moving here, and they're looking online. They want to see the videos, and a lot of times they do buy homes sight unseen. So you have to have the pictures, the videos, get as much of that real feel as you can online as possible.
Yeah, okay, so Fort Wayne, our home market, has been in the news lately. What is going on?
It has. And this isn't the first time we've been in the news about this. We're the #1 most affordable city for the Gen Zers, okay? So that is really important because those are, the new upcoming generation that are going to buy homes, and we want them to. But we're also on the most affordable list for retirees and just everyone in general. Our average home price is around $220,000.
Oh, wow.
That is 50% less than the national home price, which is in the $400,000 range for a single family home.
Yeah, and that's the important part about the value of your living space is when you can invest in a home, because the apartment prices are not going down. When you look at apartment prices, you wouldn't say, oh, it's the most affordable place to live. But when you get a home, that makes all the difference.
I always say, and I'm laughing because I was like, Jessica, where are you living now? And I know you're renting, but lots of times that monthly payment is a mortgage payment. And I say to all my renters out there, you might as well be paying yourself, because it will pay off in the long run when you invest in the Fort Wayne real estate market, because you're going to see a return of 3 to 5% on a normal year every year.
Okay, but let's talk about that for a second, because buying a home feels so permanent, not like in that space, in that city, and on that street. Like, what if you want to live on a different part of town?
You know what? The average time people stay in their homes now is only 5 years.
Okay.
So for somebody who's only going to be here for a year, they don't know the city, maybe they want to try it out for 6 months to a year, rent. But if you're going to be here for 2 years or more, that 3 to 5% gain on your investment in the Fort Wayne market is going to pay off, period.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because, you
I got you thinking now.
Yeah, because you like to, maybe I want to live on the north or the south or the whatever. You just want to have your options, right? Okay, so going into 2024, this year is going to be interesting because of the elections. So how does that impact the home buying, selling process?
This always makes me laugh, because traditionally with an election year, people get a little weird about their money and making a big purchase with homes, with cars, with anything towards the fall. So what I'm predicting is we're going to have a really strong market through the summer. Then people are just going to kind of sit back and wait to see who gets elected, and then they'll go back to business as usual. It doesn't make any sense because who's president, who's not, doesn't affect rates. It doesn't affect, the housing market, but people just tend to do that. They just want to wait and see and play it safe.
Okay. Well, good stuff.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Allison.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. And of course, you can reach Alison Rhinehart at her email address, allison@reaganfergusongroup.com, if you have any questions or need some real estate strategy. And we'll be right back.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Our furry family members deserve the best. And with so many products on the market, how do you know which is right for your pup? Well, Olivia Horton is standing by with the top products for your favorite four-legged friend from consumer resource Best Reviews.
There's nothing like the love that we receive from our furry family members. So why not make sure that you have the top products to show them that love back? Joining us now with the top trending must-haves for our four-legged friends is Senior Director of Content Operations at BestReviews.com, Jacob Palmer. Jacob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. In 2020, everybody seemed to get their own dog. So we went over a lot of the basics then. Now we've got a few years removed, so let's level it up a little bit. Let's get them something that might not have been on the radar before.
Okay, I like that. And so many of us have our furry friends, our canine friends. But listen, all of our dog lovers got to start with something over here.
Yeah, and so this is another concept that I think blew up in 2020, which is the the gift for your dog. When I was a kid, I don't think the dogs were getting a ton of gifts at that point. But nowadays, they truly are a member of the family. And so this is from Sugar Wish. What we love about this is that it gives them a variety of treats. And so what's great here too is that it's not that expensive. It's only about $25, and it's great for all different kinds of holidays, no matter how you want to treat your dog to something special.
You got to get out of the doghouse and get back into his good graces. Maybe you can with this next toy here.
With the treat dispenser, and it's great because it's from Nerf. It's a brand that everybody recognizes. And now they're getting into the pet space with this treat dispenser, and you can also use it to feed your dog too. So if you want to put kibble in there as well, it can keep the dog entertained. So this is a great way to kind of scratch both those itches at once.
How does it work?
So you put it in there, and then it'll go through, and it'll dispense out depending on how how the dog moves it around. So
nice.
with that, it'll then come out from the door here.
And feed them the treat.
And then they'll get the treat. So they have to kind of like solve the puzzle themselves.
See, listen, our doggos, they are smarter than they lead us to believe, everybody. And one of those toys that you know they're going to go for is this one right here.
Well, so a lot of the things that we've been talking about and looking at is, great for the dog. And we want to have one thing that's great for the dog owner, and that's what the Chuck It is. It's not exactly the most novel product. I think you'll see them at every dog park in America at this point. But what's interesting about it is that you don't have to touch the gross ball. This is a great option because you can really huck this thing. There's a reason it's called the Chuck It, because it's not hard to chuck it at all.
Okay, perfect. So moving on from the Chuck It to, it looks like a nice bowl for our doggos.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a nice dog bowl, and it's funny because it's from Yeti, and it looks nice in the home, and it'll fit most aesthetics.
Yeah, I agree with that. It fits any aesthetic. Yeti often does. Okay, now moving on from the dog bowl, I don't even know what this is.
So this is from Arcadia Trail, and it's super interesting, especially for those dog owners that love to get outside. And you fill it about halfway with warmish water, so it's nice and comfortable. Dip the dog's paw in, it'll come out a lot cleaner than it was. And then it's also multifunctional because you can flip the whole thing inside out, and then if it's dry, it becomes a brush that you can then get some loose hair, make sure during shedding season that it's not ruining your home. Yeah, so this is another dog brush, and what's interesting about this is that it's just so cheap, but it's effective, especially for those short and medium length dog coats.
Perfect. And we're going to tip it off, or tip everything off with this final product. I think this is going to be really nice.
And this is another one where it's a whole category of pet products. So this is for their paws and their nose in case it gets dry. It's basically like a balm, a doggy chapstick, whatever you want to call it, that makes sure that if they're having issues with dry paws or dry snouts, you can be able to fix that for them. And it works in a bunch of different climates, and it's great for different dogs, especially as they get older.
Yeah.
Some of those little kind of persistent issues can start to crop up.
Especially with their paws. Well, this is amazing for our canine friends. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Jacob.
And thanks so much for having me.
Of course. To learn more on any of these products and others, you can head to bestreviews.com or scan the QR code on your screen.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on WANE.com. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can always catch up on full segments and episodes of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow because it's Friday. Hey.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.